Hello everyone, welcome to TSSET. I hope audio, video, everything is clear. Please confirm in the chat box so that we can proceed further. This will be a session regarding the UGC NET Commerce 2022. The two shifts which were conducted regarding the Commerce and Paper 1. The entire analysis we are going to get to know by interacting with the students who appeared in shift number 1 as well as shift number 2. So this both the shifts of examination, paper 1 and paper 2, mainly the commerce people who are going to appear on October 14th. So for their examination, this session is going to be useful. And other people who are appearing for the paper 1. So for you also, these sessions are going to be useful, guys. So please do share with your friends. And we are going to interact with the learners who appeared on 29th of September. First, I will be discussing with our shift number 1 people. Later, we'll be going into the shift number 2 also. So in between shift number 2, people will join into the session. So please watch entirely and ask your question if anything that you wanted to know before going for the examination. You can be of any paper. It is not like UGC NET Commerce only. If you belong to any paper, if you want to know the examination difficulties and all, you can still ask to all the aspirants who appeared already and they have an experience regarding the exam. Right? Let's start interacting with them. I hope everything is clear.
Yes, sir, clear.
Not for you. For Done. So for us, today in this session, we have Aati Parwal as well as Meda and Rakhi, Sarvani and Saru. So 4 members from shift number 1 and Saru is from shift number 2, and shift number 2 people will join more also in between this session. Let's try to interact with them. My speaking will be very much less in this session because you have to know the reality, the ground reality, how the paper is appearing and how the questions are coming in the examination, and about the system server problems or any problem which are belong to exam, everything they are going to discuss with you. So if I can start with Aarti, please tell about the both paper 1 as well as paper 2, whatever you are able to remember, entire thing please spell out, and in between the other candidate also I request to add the points which you are able to remember for the both paper 1 and paper 2 commerce, then entire.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
please start.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like
Cut.
maybe network issue, sir.
Yes. Meda, you can take.
Yes, hello everyone. First, before discussing the topic which coming in the examination, I would like to share a one thing which I analyzed from my experience of examination. First thing is that when you will sit in the front of the system and you will get the 150 questions in front of you, first take a few minutes. I would like to suggest take a 5 to 10 minutes that how you will going to solve the question papers, because how the NTA is playing with our mind. I can give you the assurance that like 90 to 95% would be this kind of the pattern. Either it is a commerce shift 3 or other subjects examination. First 5 question must be from the DR. If you take the paper 1, first 5 questions of your DR. So adjust your time, if you want to solve it before or if you want to solve in the end of the examination. Then later in between you can expect the MR questions like some reasoning or some numericals. Then in the end they are giving the RC. Like when we are starting our paper, we must be in the very fresh mood that we can manage solving RC first or we can manage solving DI first. Okay. So this was about the paper 1. Then later coming into the paper 2, like my shift commerce, what I experience is that when I enter into the commerce shift, the beginning it was a good. At the end, they given a big surprise. Like in the end, they have given the RC
But that
also.
is not
And
surprise.
no. Numerical part I am saying, because I have to manage the time for both. I was expecting the numericals in between the examination, but last 10 question was the RC.
Before the exam itself, we have discussed that at the 91 and 96, they'll put intentionally the D and RC. You have to
Yes,
face
yes.
on 91 and 96.
Yes, exactly. That is what I'm saying. If anybody is not aware about this pattern, so first have an idea about this and later start your paper. If you have access of all the questions, then you can manage your time rather than getting scared of seeing those questions and difficulty and lengthiness of that question.
Okay. How about Raki?
So paper was not that tough. It was just moderate level, and if anyone can refer the PDF which you gave to us, if we all can follow that, then it was quite easy for all of them. And
I request kindly mention the questions of paper one and paper two rather than like general things. Now, general things are known to everyone, but I
okay,
request
yes,
kindly mention the questions which are specific questions from each of the topic.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
First, I can say that we should go with the RC. No, not for RC. I can say we should go with DI because DI was not that tough. So, if we attempt DI first, no, that will be easy for us to cope up with the DI. Because
Yes,
if
the
we take
different
it
question
if we take DI at last, now we will feel panicking and we can't able to solve that question even they are easy. So we can say that we all should go first with DI.
Yes.
We can manage it to solve by 10 minutes, not more than that.
Yes, some question you can solve by the observation method also, means how many numbers are there in the particular year, particular product. By that you can just without pen and paper also you can manage
Which
solving
type
the
of DI
some
appeared in
question.
paper one? First shift. What type of
Uh,
DI?
it's a
Uh,
simple DI, sir, like
Simple DI,
what?
very simple DI. So just dates are mentioned for just observation DI is there.
No, can you please elaborate?
Actually, like addition, one question, sir,
Uh,
and one is from percentage, and one is from difference, sir. We need to
yes,
find out the difference, sir. So
and one is for
four questions were very easy.
yes, and one question is like, what is the similar of that number?
Yeah.
Find the similarity between two numbers.
No, no. I wanted to know how the table appears. Is it ratio related or percentage
No, no,
related?
no, 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 not ratios.
Um,
It's just a numbers. They're just numbers. No ratio, no percentage. That type of.
Okay. Like we have now the types of like income and expenditure type, female
No,
and
no,
male. There are
no.
four hospitals.
Not that type of DI, sir. Just simply they have given numbers. We need to find out the.
If we first attempt the DI, sir, we will manage to solve it in 10 minutes, not more than that.
Okay. Then how about the RC, reading comprehension?
RC is quite tough for me, I think.
yes, yes. The language of RC was quite tough because it is not a simple English. Somehow you have to read each and every line properly, then only you can easily pick up the answers.
So that's why what I done was in shift one for RC, I just went through RC first so that the concentrations levels will be very high and all the
I
questions.
Yes, I did the same. I did the RC first.
Oh,
Because if we did the RC first, na, then the accuracy level will be increased. Otherwise, if we done it in last, then I'll definitely it will be going wrong.
Yes,
because
the
that is like
context was
maths
RC.
only.
Uh,
RC at the end is very risky in nature, like 91, 96
Yes,
questions are there, na, which are
yes.
data interpretation paper too. It will go for task only, obviously, because you can't able to read the entire comprehension. So you will be at a
In
risk.
in our shift, sir, there is two DI, one of paper one and one of paper two. Both DI is
yes,
not that easy. It is quite tough, and the language of both DI is tough.
Okay.
RC.
Sorry, RC. Yes.
RC. Yes. Uh, the paper one RC was related to the social development, like they have given how the society was
Yes.
there in the African times and their times, and now how the humans are social animal. And the other one was in the
Paper
paper two
two
related
from
to
banking. It is
RBI,
from
It's from banking,
banking.
sir. Paper two.
Repo rate
About
was
monetary
there.
policy, inflation.
Please,
Yes.
please,
yes,
one.
financial crunches and all those things were given in that.
Financial inclusion index.
That also
No.
given, sir.
Yes,
Financial
yes,
inclusion
Two
index
questions
parameters
from
were.
there, sir. Two questions
Yes,
from
sir. Two
financial
questions
inclusion
from
index.
that.
One
Now,
is
now, please
from
tell me, like I already told you, pinpoint the questions of both paper one and paper two. Pinpoint the areas from where it is coming. Like if you take the income tax, if you take the banking, if you
Mhm.
take the marketing,
Uh,
exact areas I just wanted to know. If you have already written to me already, I think you must have written.
I have written, sir. I
Okay,
written. It's from income tax return, sir. In that ITR one is not used by they given that this type of question.
PYQ.
So it is from 2021 repeated.
Right.
And the other question was HRA. In that also the exemption portion was given and what are the things need to be included in HRA? That one.
yes.
And the other thing, children hostel allowance was given, rupees like 160. And how much we need to exempt up to the limit they have given, sir, in the options.
Like 100 or
And the
200.
huh, and the famous question was arrange in sequence the steps in the procedure of e-filing, like login, register. This is the famous question. This was repeated.
and one more question is there, which is from capital gain, like section 54.
Exemption.
Hmm. Yes, exemption.
Exemption limit. Like that within 1 year of purchase or within 2 year of transfer, like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That one
yes,
given.
that question.
And the
Is
other
it
question
related to
was
54E or 54 only?
Only
just
54, sir.
54, sir.
Only section 54. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Just 54.
Hmm.
And the other question was this T portion, agriculture income, non-agriculture
Partial
income up to
integrating, yes.
60/40.
Yes.
How
That
much
was
should be
given.
equity, how much should be business income? Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Next. There are many
That
questions. You are discussing only income
yes,
tax.
sir.
yes, 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 sir.
And economics was
Uh,
characteristics of perfect competition were given and monopoly also given.
Okay.
and one more is given, like what that total revenue and total expenditure.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
That
That
Business
question
famous
related.
also given.
question. That famous question is the. The
And
answer
that
was less than one. Price elasticity is less than one, where when expenditure is increasing and demand price is increasing, then what will affect on the elasticity?
Actually, that
yes,
concept
sir.
is clear, but when it is given in the form of question, it will confuse a lot.
Yes,
Total
sir.
revenue. Hmm.
Yes.
And the other question was about indifference curve analysis they given, sir.
Properties of independent.
What are the properties like ordinal utility only in the options and the decreasing rate of MRS? So these were given, and we need to eliminate one option. So characteristics we should take the characteristics of IC curve analysis.
Hmm. Next.
Yes, and the both papers, the statistics questions were asked like types of error, type 1 error and type 2 error. In the one
Ah,
scenario, they given the story like they have described that is a one person it was related to the king that he promised
Yes.
to the girl that he will get
yes,
married
sir.
and he gave a ring. The scenario was given in that question, and from that we have to identify whether it is a type 1 error or type 2 error. In the paper one also the good number of question,
Um,
I think first question was itself from the error only, like, to
if we
identify the
take
type
the
one.
over, if we take
Yes,
the
yes,
overall question from that area, no, we find three questions from that,
Three or
from
four
form
questions, sir.
three or four
yes,
questions from
yes,
paper one and
Four
paper two,
questions we found, sir. That
just from
hypothesis.
hypothesis.
yes,
Hypothesis
hypothesis and
and errors
error.
of hypothesis.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And one thing, something like it was related to the correlation. They given the formula in the one side. It was a match the column, like, and in one
Yes.
question we have to identify the odd formula, like which one is incorrect to calculate that particular thing. That question was there, and other thing was
Yes.
related to, yes,
And in match the
In the
following. Match the following.
please
There was
come.
many questions from match the following. Like
Yes, sir.
one question is from Nash equilibrium and BCG matrix, and that Bernoulli's self
and types of
maximization.
questions were also
That
asked.
question in economics, sir. That Baumol model. So these
Yes.
models were given, and we need to match them with that correct person.
Profit
And
PI.
Ah,
types of auditing were also given in the one column, and we have to match it with their types. Those questions were also asked, and this time also the marketing unit were dominating throughout the paper, like pricing strategies and social marketing example also given, like the tobacco and medical related,
Yes.
that question will also get asked, like which is the example of social marketing, and the pricing strategies like price scheming, penetration. That
PLC
question was asked there.
question is from PLC also, and one question is like who was known as opinion leaders in
Yes,
Who
PLC
are known
curve.
as?
Opinion leaders.
innovators.
One question is who is known as
Ah,
opinion leaders from PLC, sir.
right.
Yes,
That same like a product life cycle only. The curve will be there,
Yes,
which is
sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yes.
yes, sir.
new product. I think adoption process.
Yes, sir.
Early
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
adopters.
That early adopters, early
early
majority, that
adopters.
one.
Innovators.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
And the other question from business finance, that theory assumptions they were given.
yes. And two numericals are there from finance.
They are asked to find out the interest coverage ratio.
Yes.
One question.
And five question are
These
from
aren't
fixed.
typical.
Not that difficult, sir. If we practice, then we can able to solve.
yes. And very
From
simple
ratios,
and
any
And
questions?
easy.
As the following from ratios.
No,
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 sir.
no match the
no,
That's
following.
no,
Only they ask
no.
the numerical.
Yes, they
From
ask
ratios, they
numerical.
ask numericals.
okay.
And very
And
simple questions were asked from the legal aspect, like who is not
yes,
eligible for the RTI. Then the simple process of the contract, like how the proposal till the process of
Offer
the contract. Very
acceptance, that
simple
one.
questions were asked. We don't need to go too much into the detail for the legal aspect. The basic knowledge is sufficient for solving this
yes,
type of questions.
And these are regular question which you are telling, which you remembered.
Yes,
But if I can
yes,
ask you
sir.
some exceptional question which you remembered, which
Uh,
you didn't
yes,
expect,
sir.
didn't even expected in
That i-
both paper one or paper two.
in paper two, they given some name of the author, and in the options they have given the formulas. We
Hmm.
need to arrange those formulas according to the author. This
Hmm.
is the
yes,
different
Yes,
question which
sir.
I found out.
Means evolution of that particular
Huh.
yes,
theory or something which is given by the author.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions related to like this foreign exchange, indices or index,
Mm, I
ranking?
don't remember.
Nothing.
No, sir. No ranking questions are not there. Like last
Yes,
time,
sir.
sir, ranking question is not there.
Okay.
In banking and insurance also, they asked us to arrange the following in sequence. One question. That is very easy, which we can arrange by reading the options.
Yes.
More exceptional questions which you didn't expect it.
If I talk about the paper one, in the people development and environment, one question were asked, that is the highest non-zero, like the non-toxic dose for the animal. That was the totally different question. Like they given the option in LD50, NOEFF, those type of the options were given, and they asked which is the like the non-toxic or zero effect dose for the animal.
In most
And
of the questions, sir, the options are very unknown to us.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Options
And
are
one question is from logical reasoning also. Even I don't remember the question and options also. Some string names they were given.
Yes.
Acha. From
Yes,
correct.
and in the PD, simple question were also asked like what is the limit of the decibel voice at the time of the
And
night? 40, 45, 70, these options
one
in that
simple
question.
question is also asked from PD, like Kyoto Protocol, Monte Protocol, the
Yes,
arrange in
yes.
sequence according to
Arrangements.
dates.
Huh. Yes, sir.
Correct.
Protocols at the
So out
summit,
of five
Montreal
questions
Protocol.
about people and environment, how many questions that you found easy?
Three questions.
Yes, sir, three questions.
Yes, few
Or
Two
else
questions
questions
are
are ad
taken
hoc.
out of the box. Totally, like, you can't even use the guess for
so
that
conclusion
Yes,
that
sir.
animal dose kind of question.
no need to take much hectic of people and environment for
No,
two
no,
extra
sir.
questions.
No, no.
Yes,
Yes,
sir. At least, sir, two or three questions must be known to us.
yes. Two question, like easily you can skip like that.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I found one video in YouTube which you told about PD that just read those concepts. From this, yeah, at least you can accept three questions. I just followed the trick, and at the last moment, I just remembered that video, and I read what is the main thing which we want, which we should follow is revision. Read, revision, revision, do more and more revision so
Yes,
that that too from previous year questions. So don't go
yes.
beyond, don't go beyond. That's
The
the simple
previous
trick
year
before
question,
exam.
it
How many
plays very,
mathematical
very
questions are
vital
there?
role.
How many
Mm,
mathematical questions?
Easily, very simple questions were
five to
given.
question.
In one question was there in the reasoning that unscramble the words. They have given the name of the like a summer, winter, spring, and the cloud.
Yes,
You have to
cold,
unscramble
cloud.
those
Yes,
and pick up the odd one out. So in this, the cloud was the like different from
odd one
others.
out.
Yes. These questions were asked and simple multiplication was given, but that too in the decimal points, like point zero zero
Decimal
zero zero
points,
seven.
yes, sir.
Yes, yes. That type of question.
0.07 divided by 350 they
Zero.
given.
Yes,
Yes, that type of the question was there.
And one is from profit and loss. They asked the gain percentage.
which is repeated PYQ.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Maths
Yes.
was
and
just easy. Maths were very easy.
yes, maths questions were easy. And if like we take the research aptitude, in that they first ask the advantages of the field research, like how the field research is getting used in the practicality. Then other one was that related to the social science research, means they given the theories like phenomenology, positivism, and in which the like in that associated with those theories. Concept are getting repeated, but the type of
In
asking
business
question is
finance,
getting
these dividend models,
Dividend models. In that on this MM
Yes.
theory assumptions they were given, sir. I mean, what
From
kind
the
of
dividend
assumptions
model.
they followed
that is
from the
not
dividend
capital
model?
structure.
Not from capital structure.
Any
yes.
numericals have been given from this motion? Dividend or else capital structure or else working capital
No
balance.
numerical
No,
questions, sir.
sir. No, no, no. Sir, numericals
Future, options,
question are very
derivatives.
less.
Uh, yes,
There are no
numericals were less. And in the paper one, the institutions of eminence were also asked, like in that they given the
Yes, yes,
University of
yes.
Hyderabad,
In
Jamia
yes,
Islamia, and we have to identify the appropriate answer.
okay.
in
And
the options they were given Central University of Gandhinagar, Gujarat, Telhara
yes, yes,
University, and Jamia Millia Islamia. They give it. They gave these options.
Yes.
yes. And other question was related to the MOOC. Actually, MOOC is a very easier concept when we are studying, but here they ask the quality of the video development, like what should be the percentage and what should be the time for the video which they are giving on the MOOC. That
Hmm.
question were also asked in that.
That is
Like the
not even
10 point.
expected even, which we have not
Actually,
seen.
Yes, yes. It was
yes,
a
sir.
very unexpected.
In every question paper analysis, while I watch it, that MOOC question they are asking, sir.
Yes.
In
Too much
all the
common
shifts they were
question. Yes.
asking.
And
Same
if
question
you
or
want
else
to
different.
study the topic, just go into the detail. Like don't read the general topic which we are already know. थोड़ा सा like
Depth में.
additional knowledge we need. And in the communication, the effective communication and barriers to the communication, these were the favorite topics that came. But again, the asking questions and the level of the questions, thoda, like question.
Okay.
And in
So finally,
logical
you can say that
reasoning,
shift number 1 is bit easy or moderate.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Actually, direct questions were came. At least
From
half of the
PYQs.
yes, sir, from PYQs.
Very less exceptional question.
Concepts were
Yes.
getting repeated, but the questions like asking.
Question are little turn and twisted, but concept
Paper is lengthy or normal?
normal or moderate, I can say.
Normal,
Not-
sir. But what
not-
is the issue? Issue here is again they repeated the same thing, that Hindi and English they combined. That
Yes.
scrolling is somehow little bit tough.
Yes.
Scrolling while doing
The
that
options
time
were
is
given
wasting.
on last. The options were given in last.
Same
And
previous year
because
repeated,
of,
right?
yes, because
Whatever
of that
happened
you
in
have
previous year,
to
same.
you have to
Interpret
analyze
only.
questions each you have to solve in the beginning itself. And the options are very tricky. Means they given the two options similar. You just
Yes.
have to choose only one.
Yes.
Like
Options
only
are
one
very
choice.
tricky and two close
Only one
options are
choice.
given.
You will be either hero or zero. Like minor, very minute difference in the option.
Okay.
And
Yes,
sir,
sir.
in ICT, that worm and that question,
Yes.
virus question are repeated.
Virus question. Yes, virus question got ICT was easy. Like,
And
Yes, ICT are not tough.
Okay.
and this logical reasoning also, three questions were easy. Three or four questions were easy. And one lengthy question was given. In that, we need to find out the uh, that particular word, like in upamana comparison. We need to
yes, yes.
find out the word. By seeing that, we just will click on the right option. So that one question were given. And from square of opposition also one question given.
Yes,
Direct
and
or
One
fallacy
indirect?
also asked.
assertion reasoning questions this time, not that much questions. Assertion reasoning were not
Few
given, and
questions are
also
there from
sequence also not that much were given. Just they asked match the following. This time match the following questions were more.
which is quite easy target for us.
Okay. So, guys, this is about the paper shift number 1 regarding the 29th September 2022 commerce shift number 1 regarding the paper 1 and paper 2. Now let's jump into the paper sorry, shift number 2, which is happened in afternoon. So the aspirants will join for that also. Thank you, Meda and Raki and Sarvani for
Thank,
sharing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Please
so
click
much.
on the leave button. Don't just turn off. Click on the leave button. Then only you can exit.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Now Rahul, Shivangi, Saru, as well as Abhishek will join. Hello, Rahul.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hi. Good evening. And
Good
good evening,
evening.
all of you.
Where are they? Yes, Abhishek joined. Start discussing. Hello, Abhishek. So, Abhishek and Rahul Rajput belong to shift number 2 of the 29th September. They will tell the questions as well as whatever they remember in paper 1 and paper 2. I think you people can handle better. They have handled at too much extent and they covered many questions. Now it's
Should sir
you can cover more and more.
should sir start or I, sir?
Anyone? Rahul, you start.
Sir,
You're
actually,
already full of.
sir, you waited me. Uh, So sir, I will start with paper one, sir. Paper one was very easy, I will say. According to me, it was easy quite. The 5 questions of maths were very easy. DI was, sir, some people were saying that DI was tough, but if they have holded 2 minutes to read that DI, sir, they would have told that DI was easy. They have given the
What type
ratio,
of DI?
and I'm telling that, sir. They have given the DI, sir, in that the ratios were, percentage was given of 2 years, 2020 and 2021, and 6 schools were there, sir. In that, sir, school number D, sir, that they have given the actual figures of that year, sir. And in that, sir, they have given, so we have calculated the total number of students in 2020 and 2021. And if by calculating like that, it was easy to solve that DI, sir. And sir, RC was a PYQ, sir. If I would have remembered those answers, I have easily just marked them, sir. But it was a PYQ RC. I have done that. So answer maths was easy. Then it comes to logical reasoning, sir. There were 2 questions, I think, from Indian logic, and 3 from, I think, 3 from Indian logic or 2 from Western logic, sir. One was of Western fallacy, sir. Like in that, the answer I marked was authority, like appeal to authority, and one more, sir. There was 4 options, and you have to pick 2 of this. That was the question.
Answer?
And I didn't, like, I marked and I told Abhishek sir also. So we discussed that the answer was like what we marked. We are thinking like that, sir.
Sir, the question was, sir, there's a child and her friend is saying to that girl that did you know the father is knowing about that you are playing, right, Rahul? This was the question. So in this, yes, sir.
Like
LR only, no, that one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And sir, then higher education, they have asked that like GR of 50% will be achieved by 2035, sir. That was one question asked. And NIRF parameters were asked. Like those things which I remembered, I am telling you. And then, sir, PD one typhoid is due to because of due to. So I marked bacteria. That was the answer. And this was all about paper 1. Now paper 2, sir, they have asked sequence based. Like one was of indifference curve budget line, but it was not a PYQ. The concept we have learned, sir, but we have to match demand utility.
Sir, there are 4 statements were given in this question. 4 statements were given, and 5 statements were given, and we have to arrange them in a proper sequence, like in a chronological order.
Yeah. So, and sir, then there was one question of gates, sir. Like all rounds of gates. Like Uruguay was the latest, so I picked according to that only 1987, 86 Uruguay was, so latest was Uruguay. I know, so I marked according.
I'm not getting this question. Please repeat. Gate.
Sir, all
sir, it was related at formation, and uska सिर्फ rounds दिया था, जिसमें से Uruguay was the known one, I guess, for everyone, for the most of us.
Yes,
and we have to arrange it in that sequence. उसके
Sir,
instead of
where is your video?
अलग-अलग institutions की जगह सिर्फ उसमें उनके rounds का
because
दिया
I'm
हुआ था.
facing some connection issues, that's why I asked, and I was kept silent that time on till now, because I'm not able to listen properly. But I think I'm audible clearly.
If you are facing difficulty over here, you can listen from YouTube. I think you are having only one mobile, no? Okay, no problem.
Sir,
your voice is clear, but Abhishek, your voice is clear.
Okay, sir. Now it's pretty much clear.
Then there was one question of EP more than one, so I marked monopolistic. That's the question. And sir, then there was service gap also asked. in that question. Like
Yeah,
the
Bana.
question was like that the customer is expecting a good nursing facility and the hospital wants to give a good quality of food. I think like that was the question. So that was the question.
Yes,
And
yes,
so there
yes.
was one PYQ was also there. Hexer-all-in factor in endowment, like a comparative advantage, match the column, sir. That was. Then there was one cost of equity question, also numerical. Then there was one standard costing numerical. And in DS,
And
they are
costing
also asked
numerical from like
Sir,
which way?
material cost variance.
Direct.
Yes, sir.
Direct question, sir. Direct
Yes, sir.
question.
Direct question.
Then they asked, sir, in DS, sir, like income tax. I think income tax was there.
Plant and
And
machinery.
land and so these were the
Leasing was
options
given.
given.
Yes.
Lease. And sir, then
Easy
there
matching, na,
was.
in this.
Yes, sir. Easy matching.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Sir,
Sir,
this is
20,
according to me.
almost 25 questions are to the point questions. They are somehow easy. I don't know why some people are saying that paper was tough. By previous year
After the
examination, we have to prepare for lengthy questions, sir, too much sequence based questions, but there are some portions that are direct to the point questions. You only need to know the point and you need to answer. You don't need to think. But overall, the paper was moderate. You have to properly study all the areas. They were asking new areas. They are asking in new sequence. They are almost designing everything like you need to know everything, not only just a point. You need to study in details. They are also asked some sequence based, like they mentioned all the assumptions and you have to choose all the assumptions,
is correct.
not only a
Yeah,
single assumptions. They asked assumptions from
consumer
Gordon
preference.
model, so you need to study everything.
Yes, they are asked about Gordon also and consumer preference also,
Yeah,
sir. That what are the assumptions of how
yeah.
consumer preference theory, sir. And sir, one question was from decision theories also. Like all the assumptions of consumer preference were given, we have to pick which was the right ones. Like that it was. And there was one question which I told
How a
recently.
random consumer
Like
can
with the known knowledge about the
choose.
consumer behavior and all, we can able to do that.
Yes, sir.
We can do that.
It was easy.
If you have a if you have basic knowledge, then you can easily
So
pick
in
the
this
correct
question, we
answer.
can also
But you
use
need
elimination method.
That
yes, sir.
basic.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And sir, there was one question also regarding. I was telling.
Statistics. You can talk of something. Some questions from
Sir,
statistics.
they asked
You can
IT
also.
Act. They asked from IT Act direct punishment, cyber terrorism, direct punishment, 7 year imprisonment. They asked directly. They asked like
Right.
in SWOT analysis what T stands for. They also asked sections from income tax, like deduction 80IA, tax holiday.
Tax
They
holiday.
asked directly that one. And then they asked assertion reasoning type question from pension, like fully taxable for uncommuted one. That too, there were assertion reasoning form. And 80EEA, loan period, the home loan, the period
5 years.
from where to where, that
5
too
years.
I think from assertion reasoning form.
Double T or EEA? Section they
Sir,
mentioned.
Double EA, sir. Home
Double
loan,
EEA.
home loan.
It is
Home
new.
loan. They asked about the loan period.
Loan period.
Sir,
And they asked also preference share also. What is in how many years the preference share is redeemed? It was 20 years,
20
I
years
think.
redeemable preference share.
Yes.
Maximum period. That is basic
Direct
one.
question.
And sir, the PYQs of paper 2 was
from
one was
from.
Yes, don't stop. Anyone.
Continue.
One from was HRM and other was from finance, sir. HRM was quite easy, I will say, but finance you have to read like 3 to 4 times, I will say that, because
First, tell me,
there was
like,
one question.
The
So
questions which is
statements
given
were
related to
lengthy.
them or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The questions which were given related to them or not?
The questions were related to the RC only, sir.
Because in the 2020 they experimental, like questions were not even related to them.
No, though it was related
No,
somehow,
sir.
but you
Overall,
have.
if you studied well, you can handle the exam, sir. The exam was tough in the sense more of the people prepare only for direct questions, and you need to prepare for the concept base, and you have to like eliminate something. You have to like with your background knowledge, you have to prepare a sequence. They also asked loan sanction. I think they asked. I don't never had studied. I don't heard, but I think I am able to understand the question and even somehow answer it. They just ask the process how a loan can be sanctioned. So you need to know the subject first. Then you need to study in detail. Then you need to prepare the previous year questions. Accordingly, you have to cover overall. Then only you can understand the question well, and only that will help you answering. 25 to 30 questions were direct to the point questions, but then you have to, after that you have to understand and accordingly answer the question. Just because of that it becomes tough, lengthy.
Finance questions were quite like this. They are asked transaction exposure, translation exposure. This was a PYQ, if I am not wrong. This was a
This is a
PYQ.
previous year
It
question
was
of
given
before
in matching.
2018. Hmm.
So
And
this
sir,
was
there was
also asked.
there's one question related to partnership. Different type of partnerships they asked. LLP, like partnership, agency partnership, and we have to match with that.
And till now
And
nobody is telling about the ratio of the partnership question, which is regular one. Neither in
No
shift.
question asked.
no sir, no question. This
This
time no
time, no
question.
question asked.
Okay. No question from per
Sir,
feature capital.
this time
No sir.
NTA was searching for the questions. They were exploring new area. This time NTA was exploring new areas. They were hitting everything.
Still, in spite of
Yes,
this
yes.
exploring new areas, also they have touched the PYQs as it is. They copy pasted. At least
Sir,
if
there
you
is one question related
Yes,
to
yes,
price
yes, sir,
ceiling.
yes, sir.
Price ceiling.
Price ceiling, and the statements were given, and we have to tell that price ceilings leads to. So we have to choose two statements. So accordingly, we have marked the answer.
Okay.
Black marketing was I think black marketing, and one option was also given.
Commodity glut.
Yes, two options. Commodity.
That too, sir. Price less than something like uh, something. There was that black marketing type question. Price were less than the ideal price, something like that. That was directly previous year. Also, they were asked that question related to black marketing that lead to black marketing.
Okay.
Below par pricing.
Any exceptional questions in paper 2?
Sir, finance questions.
There are, sir, many questions are exceptional in the sense that you need to tackle them through your thinking ability. It's not like just go and eat the cake, but
Like
somehow if you
stats
study
questions
well,
were
your classes have covered almost everything.
like stats questions were there, sir. Some
So
like figurative questions were like there in stats, sir, and some were like given four statements were there. You have to pick the wrong statement or correct statement out of them, sir. In statistics, this was the case in one question. I don't remember the whole statements what were there. So, but like questions like that were also not a single. I think test was asked in our shift. No test question was asked, if I'm not wrong.
And
no,
from the statistics
There was one.
distribution related.
There was one question. There was one question related to internal reliability, sir. And the statement was wrong. It was given the answer was marked. Answer was for inter-related reliability, but the definition was given of. But the main point was for internal reliability. It was like that.
Okay. Validity, internal validity, you are saying, or inter-rater reliable? That 4 methods.
This interrelated reliability they has asked.
Four will be there, no? Okay.
Inter-rater.
As the following or as
sir,
direct?
No, statement by vice, sir. It was statement.
Statement.
Mhm. Yes,
And
Shivan.
one question, sir. It in a
Sir, I think one question for sequence based from demand curve. That too, Rahul told demand curve,
The budget
MRS,
line and
IC
everything.
map, and IC curve.
I
That is there in shift one
I
also.
come
Now they are
prepared.
telling.
Sir, there was
Hmm.
one question from ICT also. Like they asked about volt. Means there were 4 to 5 statements of volt, sir. Like and they have asked us. So that was a tricky in ICT, sir, because never studied volt, sir.
What it
Sir,
is.
That was
NIRF parameters were asked. On what basis
yeah.
they provide those rankings and everything. जो आपने की PDF में है भी. So they gave those options and we need to select from it.
Okay.
Like last option was wrong and all 4 were right. If I
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
It was
Yeah.
easy, sir. No, sir. My paper 2, I don't know what I did in paper 2.
Sir, it
Because
was
sir,
easy
like
for
they are
Shiva
Sir,
totally
more statements were given.
Vodnala Shivalingam students. It
like
was easy.
if I tell you na what I did wrong was tax holiday was wrong. India, yes, I did wrong. Like many things were I did wrong, sir.
Sir, one
India's not.
question
I
was
think,
for
sir, one
ship
matching
Yes, sir.
from
insurance.
CBIT, Inter, and related doctrines are there, na. So one
Ah,
matching
Yes.
from there, little
Doctrine
bit
was
Inter is telling,
there.
and
Sale of Goods Act.
sir, they were like questions like if they have given for matching, then if you know two, then you can answer that. So that was helpful in the examination. That made it easy because there are few things which we never studied, but you can relate from other thing given in the question. So
From the
that
knowledge
helped
which we have, we
in.
can able to at least make a guess of the answer.
Yes, sir. A knowledgeable guest was there, and you can able to handle all. And after all, through all these experience, through all these years, I came to know that you are always having a new questions, new trends in 10 to 20% or 25%. So you have to prepare well for that. You can't give excuse that I didn't studied or I didn't read that much. But you can handle if you study every subject. You study time management was also very important because you need to think properly before answering some questions. So you need to manage everything. I can't say that it was easy because I studied well. It was easy because you make us study well. Because there were many things we need to tackle carefully. Even practicing mock was also helpful for me. So I
And
don't
till now we
remember too
have
much
almost
because
covered. Yes, Abhi. Continue, please.
sir, I don't remember many questions, but I remember that I never feel stuck in the examination. Uh, Through all the guidance I get from you, that helped me too much. Even the questions were easy, questions were tough, questions were moderate, but never I felt that I'm stuck here. Some questions are new, I don't know anything, so I made just a random guess, but that were some few only, and more or less I answered properly according to me, that according to my knowledge overall. But somehow I never feel that questions were tough for me. I can understand the question, I can be able to handle the question. That was my achievement in the examination. I don't know what will be the result, but I think I handled it well, and that too only because of your classes and everything. Your
This
notes covered almost your notes covered almost everything we need to handle it in the examination.
Success, yeah, like
this
success
time
interview is indeed safe.
this this time JRF Abhishek is pakka, I think.
Yes. And
So
if I have to ask the income tax as well as the business environment, international business, as well as banking. Till now, almost we have covered other areas, but business
Sir,
environment,
banking
international
का
business.
एक RBI का था. I
So
don't
basic
let's
was
remember the
discuss
asked, sir.
question,
one RC.
but one RBI
Sir,
related
one question was
question was there.
assertion reasoning for impounding question. RBI instructions, fake note impounding and issuing a receipt. There were some 3, 4, 5 points, and you have to mark correct options.
Acha. This we have not.
So one question was from insurance. उसके options थे cargo, voyage, marine, and the new word was hull. I believe उसमें question ये था कि ship insurance जब वो ship के insurance को क्या बोला जाता है? Maybe I don't remember exactly, but
Marine,
I remember the options.
marine insurance.
Marine insurance.
Yes, sir, marine insurance.
When the subject matter of insurance is ship, then what the insurance is called? The question is this.
Yes.
Like voyage insurance and all 4 options were given. The direct question: if the subject matter is ship, then what the insurance is called?
Okay.
Sir, one question was
as I said, no, sir,
Valve's
there were
technique.
few things that are new to us, but
in the question clue, we
but
need
easy.
to answer.
Easy
yes,
was
sir, clue was given.
Okay.
And the preference share was asked, sir. Sorry, preference share. Basal, the one match the column question was there, sir. Like Basal 1, 2, was given, and some
given,
more options were also given.
Anyway.
So 3 were given: Basel 1, Basel 2, and Basel 3. And regarding to that, the statements were given, so we have to match accordingly. And in sir IB, the same question was given: authors' names and the that
theory
related question. Yes. So we have to do matching in that question. And one question is related to marginal costing. 4 or 5 statements were given, and we have to pick up the correct statement related to this
Margin
was.
costing.
And one question is related
Marginal
to normal
costing.
goods, inferior goods, and necessity goods. And in that we have to match with the elasticity, whether the elasticity is greater than 1, equals to 1. That we have to do.
Previous year question.
It was
Yes,
P by
sir.
Q.
Yes, sir.
It was P
All
by Q.
these are previous. Yes, sir. And so one question is related to break-even point. In this question, it is written that how the break-even point is affected by the 4 statements or 5 statements were given. In that, the 4 options or 5 options given. In this, PV ratio is written, and cost, sales. So we have to choose the incorrect option, out of the 4 or 5 statement, which will not affect the break-even point. So in that, this is given. And I guess one question is related to Sahaj also
price
given.
increases, variable cost decreases.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And sir, Sahaj, Rahul, Sahaj is given. I guess given it is. क्योंकि मुझे इतना जल्दी मार्क किया मुझे याद नहीं है, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि it was given.
Which one it is?
Sahaj, sir, ITR 1. ITR 4 or ITR 1, it was asked. And one question is related to positively skewed, negatively skewed. This was given. In matching it was given. है ना? हाँ, it was given. And
sir, looking like I have also done many answers right. Like I am trying for anything.
And so one question is related to price elasticity when the total revenue reduces. It was given. And
get ready, my iPhone. You told that you will give me iPhone. I will.
If JRF came, pakka, sir.
Sir, in paper 1, number series was quite easy, and one question related to that compounding principle is asked. That was given.
Means formula asked.
No sir, formula nahi. Principal amount we need to calculate in that question, and year is given or percentage rate is given.
Simple interest question. You need to find the rate first, and then you have to just for 2 years on something like question. You need to find the final amount. Then first you find the interest rate, and then you have to find the final amount after some doubling the amount and that type question.
Yes.
It was easy, sir.
It was easy.
Many shifts.
Simple formula, simple interest, simple formula.
Done. That's about it. Questions?
Yeah, sir. We discussed many things.
Sir, one question from HRM. I don't remember exactly, but जैसा वो ocean वाली characteristics होती है, like we had it in the last year. this time it was not repeated, it was different, but the qualities and the matching was given for qualities and how they behave or
Qualities was given the same, but the name that
something.
to
The
which
name
we
was
have to
different.
match, that was different. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes. One question was there.
Openness and that was not
Yes,
given.
yes.
Related to
Only the
short term
characteristics
not there.
were
I
same.
remember just one word, warmth. I guess
Yes.
maybe I don't remember exactly.
I think we marked with that only. I think like it was just elimination based. We did that.
Yes.
And in HRM, like in the business management, we have na group dynamics, organization culture. Till that extent, they went the theories of informal groups like propinquity theory, balance theory. This time,
No,
anything?
sir. No, sir. No, sir.
No,
I
this
don't.
time there was one question from decision making theory, sirs, like rationalism, bounded rationality. There was one question from that area, sir.
Bounded rationality was given in 2021 also.
Sir,
They
this
asked.
time the statement, 5 statements were given related to this bounded rationality, and we have to choose the correct one, I guess. So,
I haven't prepared. I just 5 minutes before Diksha I made that.
Acha. No need to prepare. Now you are not giving exam. You are telling the experience. What to prepare in this.
Like what I did.
अरे यार
And
बाहर
sir,
जाओ
I
ना.
think sir, the 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 NTO has done a fabulous work this year also, sir. They have managed good system also, sir. They made our photo large, like on the left corner. They made our photo visible, sir. Like we haven't seen ourselves, sir. They have made this year, like you can watch yourself also, and they have reduced the screen space, sir. Like you have to scroll for options also now. This is the
Sir,
new
का
thing.
for some question the condition was कि question एक लाइन का था, ठीक है, उनके options 4 थे और वो 4 के भी 2-2 लाइन थी. So for every option we have to scroll. So बीच-बीच में थोड़ा सा ऐसा भी हो गया था कि I didn't even knew कि I was scrolling the question or I was scrolling the options. For every single option I had
Sir,
for that particular question a scroll bar for every single option. Like I have 5
and
scroll
for ours.
bars.
And for RC also, we were scrolling halfway, sir. Like we read half RC, half line. Now we have to scroll for the half line, sir. Like it was going like this. So we were continuously scrolling the left, right to read RC, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
time they have gone to that extent, sir.
So the only thing that I believe, other than the preparation and everything, because we all know individually how much we have prepared, and for that we cannot even say because we have got the content and you have provided us equally with the same content. The only thing is कि जिस हिसाब से they are presenting paper, वो बहुत tough. It's very different. So जब हम घर से जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे panic उन questions को देख करके हो जाता है. So I believe that is the major problem क्योंकि हो सकता है certain questions are tough for everyone, no matter how much we prepare, no matter how much we know. It is tough for everyone. But जिस तरह से questions आते हैं and एकाएक when you get to see कि ओ इतना बड़ा passage है, I don't know, I know skewness, but maybe वो 5-6 statement दिखते हैं and then we need to choose, that becomes difficult. And there we lose, I believe, and this is what happened with me maybe. And I don't know about anybody else, but this happened with me. वो question ऐसे भयानक से लगे कि लगा कि ये क्या हो गया. However,
like
I
for
was
30 minutes,
prepared.
I also felt.
I was prepared
Like for
for the
30
fact
minutes,
कि अब अपन को एक लाइनर में कुछ नहीं मिलना है, एक लाइनर में वही मिलना है जो नहीं बनना है. एक fallacy आई थी, वो भी 2 के option में, that emotion and something I don't remember, but Rahul might be remembering. But वो एक single fallacy के 2 options थे. So we need to choose between, for that one statement there was the option of 2 fallacies, this or this like that. So जिस तरह से पेपर उन्होंने उसका जो बनाने का वो तरीका कर दिया ना, that itself is very scary. हो सकता है आपको सब कुछ आता हो सकता है you can eliminate because not everyone knows all the 5 points. So that is the only thing. And I believe one more thing from my end, when we are scrolling and somebody who's not very pro at screen reading, like जिसने बहुत प्रैक्टिस किया मे बी दे आर यूज्ड टू दैट इंटरफेस एंड उनसे शायद बेहतर बन सकता है, लेकिन अगर हमें बहुत आइडिया नहीं है स्क्रीन रीडिंग का, सो माय ओनली पर्सनल सजेशन इज कि व्हेन वी आर डूइंग द क्वेश्चन इन फर्स्ट गो, मार्क एज मेनी क्वेश्चंस एज यू कैन। जो श्योर है वो तो आप लोगों ने पहले ही बोला था कि यू नीड टू डू इट, बट उसके साथ जिन दो ऑप्शंस में अगर अपन कंफ्यूज हो रहे हैं, सो मार्क इट, फ्लैग इट, कीप इट फॉर द एंड, क्योंकि इतनी रीडिंग हो जाएगी, हो सकता है आप एंड में आते आते भूल जाएं कि मैंने पहले चूज किया। सो इट विल बी, आई बिलीव, अ बेटर ऑप्शन टू कीप योरसेल्फ सेफ। आपके पास टाइम बचता है स्क्रीन रीडिंग के बाद, हर कुछ के बाद, देन यू कैन रीचेक दोस सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस, बट
I think it is
mark
better still these till the 14 they are having time. At least they should practice mock tests with
बिल्कुल
the
सर,
same
in that
interface.
exactly
Yeah,
because what we do
I
here,
think time management is important, sir, because many people felt like at last what I did was marking those questions, sir. Like I had many less time, 3 minutes. I have to mark 10 questions, and that was RC, sir. Was RC? They take that much time that they haven't time for RC, sir, which requires at least 25 minutes to read both RC. I think like there are two, sir. One is easy one, and there is one moderate one. So easy will take like 7 to 8 minutes. Easy will take, sir. But the second one will take more time, sir. You have to read it many times. That's the thing, sir.
sir, this
And they have
was the major problem, I believe, with the ones who knew it, the ones who didn't knew it.
Yes,
The reading process
yes,
was so
Shivangi, yes.
difficult that actually created this panic thing, because हमें लगा कि हमने फ्लैग करके छोड़ दिया है उसको, we'll come back. But when it was we were about to come back, बीच में ही we got some certain bombarded questions, and वहाँ पे आपका जो एक होता है कि फर्स्ट इंस्टेंट में आपको समझ में आ गया कि we need to remove two options, we need to choose. But end में there was a time when I had all the red questions marked, and I didn't answer it, and the amount of time left was very less. So I believe they can do
We
this.
actually discussed on the last session of 27th, I think, the 3 hours matters a lot. When you are reading the first question and 150 question, it will be
sir,
different.
I was
Yes,
very
Totally
time
different.
bound, sir.
Time
Like
management.
Sir, I think this time now they have given more state question. Like it take a lot of
भर
time
के
to read all the questions. भर भर के
and
मतलब
same was the
statements
in
and
paper
in
one
the
as well. They had statement
last 50 questions of was like
only statements were there. So it was a panic kind of thing,
yes,
because
yes.
हो सकता है बन भी रहा हो. So this was the thing, and yes, हो सकता है पहला ही क्वेश्चन ना बने, and आगे जाते जाते, but overall जो उनका इंटरफेस है सर, that is not very friendly. So for that, so I believe everybody, चाहे कुछ ना आता हो, फिर भी आपको स्क्रीन रीडिंग आनी चाहिए. बाकी तो बात की बात है कि what is the content or not. So screen reading and
So
that
at least the
mock,
people who still have an exam, kindly give the online interface same interface based mock test, so that at least you can habituate.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I suggest you to give the bilingual type of mock test only, rather than
Sir,
single
I guess
language.
सर आई थिंक अब मॉक ज्यादा लगाने की जरूरत है. रिवीजन बहुत हो चुकी है, क्योंकि हम लोगों को क्या होता है ना, एग्जाम में इतनी प्रॉब्लम होती है, किसी का माउस काम नहीं कर रहा. मेरा सर 3 बार माउस मैंने चेंज किया है, उसके बावजूद लाइक मेरा माउस ही काम नहीं कर रहा था. मुझे इतना मतलब इतनी फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो रही थी ना, लेकिन फिर भी आई कंट्रोल माई सेल्फ एंड आई गो थ्रू द एग्जाम.
Dragging was a problem, sir. Like because the click was they are mouse only, sir, not a good quality
We
mouse.
are ready
So
to drag, but still, if mouse is not working, dragging is too much typical. We can't do it.
yes,
sir, the
sir.
only
Sir,
thing
I
is,
marked for one question.
I was dragging and 4 question was selecting, sir. The thing was that, sir, happening with me. So sometimes that was also trouble for me.
Okay.
And sir, be on time, sir. I will say that. Like if you have 1 hour, make sure you take 10 minutes for DI. So 10 minutes. It will take 10 to 12 minutes. Like and then RC you take 12 minutes more, not more than that. 12 minutes. After that, you can complete your paper in that time, sir. Like whatever is that, it is enough, sir, I will say. And sir, start doing paper 2 on a boost mode, sir. Because if you don't get on that boost mode, na, you will feel fatigue at last, sir, when those 2 RC will come. Because I managed to give my paper on sequence based, sir. I didn't have gone to like I have done DI, now I will go to RC. I didn't do like that. My mind was pretty much made up, like I will follow all the sequence, which is, sir. And I didn't have gone like I will mark this question, I will do it at the end. I was like, if I'm marking, I am marking it for 100%. Like I did like that. And some questions you have to mark it like I don't know. I will not give time to this question. Whatever will be, let it be. So I did do some questions like that also, like that, uh, and that how I managed to complete on time, sir. That I will say.
So finally, paper is as compared to like which you heard from your shift number 1 friends. Is it typical as compared to them or easy?
Sir, if it is
Sir,
tough,
typical.
if it will
As you give.
moderate, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sir,
If it is typical, it will moderate. Like,
So lengthy like statement was so much. बस क्या बोले उसके
You
बारे में?
think that they don't have that much lengthy paper. Only your shift is having.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But
I can't say that, sir. But result will tell now, sir. I have given what I could have given in that movement. Now result will tell that
will
if I.
justify. There is no discrimination between the shifts and level of the paper. Anyway, normalization will happen.
Yes. I'm waiting for result now. That's the only thing, because it has wasted like 1 year now also. This also take 1 year. Now next
But I
what?
am waiting
Next
for my
I will.
answer key so that I can
Answer.
think of trying or not trying.
For my iPhone. Rahul. Chalo.
But the only
Hope,
thing
sir.
is, sir, जितना time बचा हुआ है, whoever are having their exams on 14, all they can do is mock practice अच्छे से, at least one in a day, if not anything else, because we cannot even ignore revision. Because हमने mock ही वहाँ पे जाकर के कोई concept आ गया, हम revise करना भूल गया, वहाँ पे भी तो दिक्कत ही होनी है. एक mock जरूर है, so that they are habitual to reading, and they are so lucky that they have their exams on 14 and they are properly informed, not like us that on 27th morning you get informed that you are having your exams on 29. So they can go for mock, that's it.
But I didn't give any mock this time, sir. Like from Fab, I didn't give any mock. I didn't prepare for what environment it would be. I didn't did like that, because I knew that what
We
I
cannot
have
give
to do to
this
tackle
kind
all
of suggestions. The ones who are doing, let them, because even I practiced, but I felt that difference was there, because अगर शायद और practice किया होता तो जो questions आए उनको tackle करना शायद that would have been much better, maybe.
No, but it's up to your confidence, I think. If you're pretty much confident, if that mock will don't help you, you can skip those things, because it's at the end it all goes to your mentality. What you do in that 3 hours, all that is it is, sir.
Done. Chalo. Thank you so much, Rahul,
Thank you so much,
Shivangi,
sir.
and Sarika.
Thank you so much,
your
sir.
experience of the examination and all, and total questions that you've given. And I hope this session will be helpful to all the upcoming appearing candidates, guys. So please do give the mark. Final conclusion is that paper is moderate in both the shifts. So in all the shifts, paper 1 regular questions are coming. Approximately 70% questions will be you can handle easily. 30% questions will be deciding factor for your JRF. That is what every year. But I wanted to bring you the real ground experience with aspirants. That is why I brought up this session. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please do share with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Please do hit a like button. Thank you so much, guys, for joining with me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
To aspirants. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir.
Namaskar. All the best for your result as well.